This is MFR Off-Road Rider, back with another video. I'm out in Riadale, and I'm going to take a back road that runs between Riadale and Ferndale, the town I grew up in. It's called Blueslide Rd, and yeah, I just figured I'd do a quick video. I'm kind of busy this weekend, and wanted to get in a video. And I'm up to 658 subscribers, and this will be my 209th video. Much appreciate all the support and all the comments and everything like that to help support my channel. Much appreciated. So yeah, let's get started. It's July 31st today. The weather's pretty decent, partly cloudy. It's about 60 degrees. Yeah, this is a well-traveled road, kind of, between Ferndale and Riadale, if you don't want to go the highway. It's a little bit shorter from Ferndale to Riadale. But I used to drive this road a lot when I was hauling logs. Every day I'd drive this road here to Howell Creek, where I used to work, and yeah, put a lot of miles on this road. It's narrow and 2-lane, but it's all paved, so got 1,752 miles on the new CRF 300L Rally, and enjoying it. Been looking at e-bikes, thinking about getting one. I hope to get one soon. I don't know, they just be a lot of fun, and everything's going to battery powered, you know, cars, trucks, buses, you know, so it's time to try one out. Like I said, I've ridden a little scooter they sell at Costco for like 400 bucks, and that's about the extent of it as far as e-bikes go, or anything, you know, like battery operated. So there's a lot of them out there now, but they're all pretty pricey. I found one that was decent price. It's about mid-range price wise, but it's still pretty pricey for what you're getting. But like I said, they're all pretty expensive. I like to have a Sur-on, but man, those things are like $3,000 to $6,000, so it's a little bit too steep for me for an electric bike that you can't. It's not exactly street legal. I mean, you got people getting away with it, riding on the street, but the cops are starting to crack down. They're coming out with more laws and stuff, and the motor can only be so many watts, and I've been watching a lot of videos on it, so yeah. It's got to have pedals, and it has to not go, you can't go over like 28 miles an hour to be legal on the road, you know, in town. There used to be I haven't seen them in a long time, but the elk used to hang out in these two fields here. Every once in a while you'd see them on that field or that field, but I haven't seen them in a long time. I don't know whether they just migrated on to someplace else or what, but there used to be a big herd of them that you'd see once in a while. You see a lot of elk up north towards Orick and Klamath, in that area, more so than this area, but they're around. They're protected too, so the population of them, you know, are coming back slowly. This all is kind of overgrown. Normally they keep it pretty trimmed back on the sides, but it's like the county hasn't been keeping up with, well, it looks like they started there, but they haven't been trimming back the shoulder of the road, the weeds. And this is Howell Creek, where I used to haul logs out of. I used to work down there. Did a video way back when down there. One of my previous videos. Before I started working there, I rode up there. It's kind of ironic. Whoa! Buzzards right above my head. I'm on the west side of the Eel River. It's right down in there. I'll see if I can stop up here. I think there's like a overlook or like a vista point or place. My cousin lives there in that house. Yeah, there's a little spot right here. You can look down into the valley there in the Eel River down there. Yeah, and you can, Riedell's over there. You can see the bluffs in the distance, and then the valley, some of the ranches, and of course the Eel River down there. It's getting kind of low. It's pretty sad. I used to haul hay out. They used to bale all this fields used to have hay, and we used to come up here and haul hay, load it on the wagons, and take it to the barns. That was not a fun job. Uh-oh, got some moisture from the irrigation sprinkler. Then the next road off of this one is Price Creek Road. Used to call it Weymouth, but then they changed the name to Price Creek. But my cousin lives up here and has a ranch in up Price Creek Road, and that's where I used to live when I was 13 to 18. I lived up there in a trailer house. Did a video up there a couple times, a couple different videos. Used to catch the bus right here before they had a little shack for you to sit in. That's Price Creek there. Hauled some logs out of that back there too, a redwood. Yeah, it's all overgrown. This all used to be able to see the river, you know, from right here. It's all overgrown now because we haven't had any major floods to wash out some of this brush and trees and stuff like that. And when it's in the rainy season or a wet season, there's a place up here that has like a little waterfall coming from the top up there. But it's not flowing now, but it normally runs down the side of the bank. Yeah, I mean, you could literally see all along here, you could see the river, but now, like I said, we haven't had any major floods, so it's really overgrown. It's almost like a jungle now. Looks so much different than when I was a kid. They used to keep it all clean, and like I said, you could see clear across the river to the other side, to the town I live in of Fortuna. Now you can't see nothing but bushes and trees. They were talking about at one point dredging the Eel River because it doesn't take much rain for it to get up to flood stage, because there's no deep channels in the river anymore. It's all filled in, and so it doesn't take not a lot of days of rain, and we're already at flood stage or at the river in certain places like Fernbridge, where they have the old bridge down there. It just doesn't take much for it to flood, but they never did get approval to dredge it to make it a little bit deeper, but they sure need to, because there's really no spots in the river that's really deep anymore, like deep holes. The channel should be, you know, 5-10 feet deep in the middle, but it's not. It's all filled in. It's wide, but it's not very deep. See a lot of milk trucks on this road too. You get all the milk from the dairies. Take it to the creamery, which is at Fernbridge, where they make a lot of ice cream and milk for the consumer. I want to go up that road sometime, but I think there's a couple gates. But it goes up over the hill and comes out of Price Creek. But I think you have to have permission, you know, or whatever to go that way, because I think there's locked gates on both ends. A lot of farmland and a lot of cattle, stuff like that, sheep. Lots of hay, big old huge marshmallow bales. And then this road right here takes you down to the river bar, where I ride quite a bit. That's where the racetracks are. A lot of Victorian, big old Victorian homes out here. Got the corn going. They do a lot of corn in the fields as well. They grow a lot of corn. You had to ride the bus from out of Price Creek to the school. It was 13 miles. We were the last stop. It's quite a bus ride. Waddington Road, that used to be a store right there, now it's a house. But Crosby Lane's out that way, done a couple videos there. Most of the milk now is organic milk from these farm dairies. When I was younger, that a lot of it was, they were called it grade A and then grade B. Grade B got made into powder and stuff like that, and then the grade A was, you know, used for milk and butter and cheese and stuff like that. But now I think it's just it's organic or grade B. There's no more grade A. Everybody's pretty much gone to organic. They get more money per gallon or whatever for the milk, I guess. And it's healthier, supposedly. I don't know. I think we'll take this road here. This road has a little bit of gravel on it. It floods really easy. Can't remember the name of it. I think the name of it is up here somewhere. But anyway, there's a low marsh area down here, and it floods really easy when you get a little rain, because the water in the swamp type of place, marshy area, is right up to the edge of the road. The road's at the same level, so it doesn't take much rain or high tide, stuff like that, and it floods the road. That's why it's gravel, because they can't keep the pavement intact with the flooding all the time. It is washboardy. Woo! Full of washboard. Yeah, this is where it comes into the gravel, and it's kind of marshy and swampy kind of area. It's really low, but back when I was in grade school, there was a pickup truck full of high school kids, and they went off this road here into the water, and yeah, there was some bad outcome out of it, but it's just super marshy and swampy. This road gets closed a lot right there, because like I said, it only takes not too much rain in the wintertime for it to completely go underwater. Hopefully the sun comes out. We're supposed to go down the river and do some kayaking, I think, but we'll see. It's like the farmers watering the road there, keeping the dust down. More big bales of hay. Seems like that's what they're going to, is the bigger bales with the plastic, white plastic wrap, instead of the regular 3-string smaller bales you normally see. They don't need as many horses. They don't need as many people to get the hay. You know, like you had to have a few people to pick up the bales and put them on the wagons when I was a kid. So now you just do it with a tractor, put it on a trailer, and it only takes one person to get the hay out of the field. With those bigger bales like that, they're square or round. That's one thing I didn't like as a kid when I was working on a ranch, is doing the irrigation pipes. Now they got the big gun irrigators, and then they got so many different types of irrigation, but you don't have to physically move the pipes yourself, you know, disconnect them and reconnect them. That was a pain. Well, I don't see the name of that road. I'll be damned. It used to have a sign. Where was it? Maybe it's up farther. I don't know. But anyway, Ferndale's to the left there. That goes back into Ferndale, and then this road comes back around to Fernbridge. Let me see if I can see see if they got a sign here. Maybe it's this right here, this sign. I'll look back and see the name of that road that I just came off of. Coffee Creek, that's what it is. Coffee Creek Road. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name of it, but yeah, that was the road I was on. It has the swampy gravel area. Bear River Casino is up there on top of the hill. The orangish colored building up there. They got it's pretty nice. They have like a really nice gym and a recreation area that has bowling and arcade games, and then they have a nice gym, nice basketball court. They have some what they call the new softball fields that have the AstroTurf on them, so you can play year round. There's no dirt, it's all AstroTurf, so you can play on it year round even if the weather's a little bit bad. And it's really nice up there. They put a lot of money and time into it. Of course, Fernbridge, and this is a creamery where they bring all the milk. Fernbridge Ridgetop Cafe and Coffee Barn. That's supposed to be a pretty good place to eat too. So now we're heading to back to 101, headed south, back towards Fortuna right now. Wish they would clear out these railroad tracks and make the whole good trail along here, but they just won't seem to do it. I don't know why, but it'd be a nice walking trail or a bicycle trail. They said they're going to try to open the railroad back up, but I don't know. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of money, because I don't know how long it's been since the railroad was operational through this area. I really don't know, but I know that they've taken out a lot of tracks. And stuff like that, and it's just so overgrown, and some of the bridges, you know, start to fall in, and yeah, they're just unsafe. I think it would cost a lot of money and take a lot of time to open up, back up the railroad tracks to run a rail line through here. A lot of people don't really want to see it happen, especially like the big trucking outfits, because that's going to take away a lot of freight, you know, from trucks. Yeah. So a lot of people don't want to see it, but anyway, this is where I normally ride down to the river too. There's a road right down there, and yeah. So that's a little quick little video. Wanted to get one in for this weekend. I've been pretty consistent on my videos, you know, at least one video every week, you know, and just want to make sure I got one in there. Hope you like the content. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that like and that subscribe and that notification bell for the release of my next video. Much appreciate all the support of my channel. And yeah, until next time, this is MFR Off-Road Rider. See you on the next one. Later.